Hi and welcome to my channel. So there is very good news today because the UK government has confirmed, announced and approved massive pay rises for various sectors and workers in the UK. So whether you're on visa sponsorship or not, it doesn't matter. This applies to everybody that is included in this category. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you who is eligible for this pay rise, how much it is, and when you can expect to have this money paid into your account. This is amazing news. And let me tell you, this is the biggest pay rise that we are getting in the UK in the last 10 years because it's been a very difficult time for all of us with the financial crisis, crowning, and everything else. That should hopefully be something of the past. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time and I do hope that you're finding this helpful. So if you haven't joined this family, hit the subscribe button below because you want to be the first person that is notified every single day when I drop a new video on here about visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK, NHS jobs, career progression opportunities, side hustles. I can earn extra income so they can get to work less, earn a lot more money and retire early. That's what I'm really all about. So like I said, if you haven't joined this family, hit the subscribe button below. Let me tell you something. When I moved to the UK over maybe 13 years ago now, my salary as a carer then was £16,000 per year working full time. In my time in the UK, those salaries have increased, significantly to this very moment. So these salary increases are very, very good and even more significant for entry level positions. So there's something that is very welcome. And no matter how small it may be, it is something that, like I say, it is good. So if you're not aware, I do have a free newsletter. I've dropped a link in the comment section below. You're also going to see my contact details on there, my WhatsApp number, my email address. So that if you need to contact me directly to talk about your specific circumstances, what's your goal at the moment? Are you looking for jobs, visa sponsorship, career progression, transitioning to the NHS, switching to another employer, or just looking for more efficient ways to earn extra income, then get in contact with me because I can support you with that process. Because like I say, the UK is full of opportunity, but those opportunities are not going to be dangling in front of you. You need to go out there. You need to make the effort to source those opportunities if you really want to be part of the top 1% to succeed, excel, and thrive in this country. So this pay rise, there are teachers that have had a pay rise, 5.5%. Nurses, have also had a pay rise. Carers have also had a pay rise. Healthcare assistants, support workers, as well as doctors. In fact, doctors have had the best pay rise at 22.5% because they had requested a 35% pay rise. So that's massive if you think about it. For the other professions, including civil servants in the UK, they have had a 5.5% pay rise as it was recommended by the relevant professional bodies. But there's one thing I must say. Not all healthcare workers are included in the pay rise. So when it comes to teaching jobs, very, very different. But when it comes to healthcare, many of the healthcare workers will not be eligible to get this pay rise. So I'm going to talk about who is eligible, who is not, when you can expect to see this money, and exactly how much. And this is why I spend a lot of time on this channel saying the employer you choose in the UK is going to make or break your experience in this country. If you choose an employer for the wrong reasons or you're not just aware, then you're going to suffer and struggle. If you choose the right employer and you're really intentional about your journey, the process, you're the one that is going to benefit from the advantages that are going to come from choosing that good employer. So what is going on? And by the way, if you're not aware, I do have a private career coaching program where I offer one-to-one, tailored, individualized, and personalized guidance with free visa sponsorship jobs in the UK. Most importantly, career progression in the UK. That's one thing I'm really passionate about. You're a carer, you're in domiciliary care, for example, in a care home. You're looking to transition to the NHS. You want to get into nursing, midwifery, medicine. You're looking for apprenticeships, so you get paid to work and study at the same time. You need support with interview preparation. Your CV needs to be absolutely spot on. You need advice and support with for to apply for jobs and job opportunities and what can you go for to get started. I mean, it's quite a lot. Then I can support you with that. So if you want to know more about my private coaching program, if you check the description box below or the about section of this channel, you see more information there. But you can simply just check the comment section as well and contact me directly if you want to know if this is for you. You want to know what is in this for you, because obviously it requires some commitment, obviously. And like I always say, it's for people that are part of the top 1% that, like me, are interested and invested in personal and professional development. You have to walk the talk. It's not enough to sit and say, oh, I would love to move to the UK. I would love to progress to a senior job. I would love to earn more. No, you need to put in the work and the effort. That is what this program is about, to guide you, to hold your hand, to say, this is what you need next. This is the next path. This is what you do now. This is what you avoid. And this is what you need to succeed, excel, thrive, and earn lots of money working less in the UK. So let's start with the healthcare jobs. Who are the people that are eligible? So NHS staff, whatever the role you have, whether you're a support worker, you're in mental health, you're in nursing, you're, qualified, unqualified, it doesn't matter. All NHS staff members will get this pay rise. And let me tell you, the best thing about the pay rise that I like is the fact that it's going to be backdated from April 2024, which means if you already work for the NHS by April 2024, you're going to be back paid from that time. So it's going to be a massive amount of money that's going to come to your bank accounts. I remember the last pay rise that was given by the previous government. I think it was like 2% or something. I had thousands and thousands of pounds in my bank account that month because it was also backdated. So this particular pay is 5.5%. So you can imagine, for me, for example, it's going to be almost double that. So, it's a lot. But obviously, it depends on the job that you have, because 5.5% of 100,000 isn't quite the same as 5.5% of 22,000. And that's why I always say career progression, my dears, is the best thing to do. Because when you're progressing and these opportunities come up, you're going to earn more. If you're having holidays, or you're sick, or you're being paid, if your basic salary is higher, you're always going to benefit the most. And one thing that the government has also said with this pay rise is that people, NHS workers from band 8 and above are getting more pay points added to their pay. This is massive. This is only for senior people. That's where my job falls, above this level. So again, it means that you're going to take a shorter period of time to get the next pay rise and subsequent pay rise across your pay scale. And if you are watching this, what are your specific circumstances? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Where are you watching from? Which country? And what are your circumstances? Are you looking for jobs? Are you working for the NHS? Are you looking for visa sponsorship? Are you satisfied with where you are at the moment? Are you looking for career progression opportunities? What is the next best thing that you would like to have? Leave a comment in the comment section and we'll just provide more information about all of that. So again, one of the things I'm going to say about these general and generic pay rises is that they're good, like I said before, for those starting points. But overall, when you progress, you ultimately earn a lot more. Because if you leave from one band to another, you're going to increase your pay by thousands of pounds, which is way more significant than every single person just getting a pay rise. But it's also very, very good. Like I said last time, when the government gave a 2% pay rise, personally, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing, because I got thousands and thousands of pounds, extra, considering the fact that it was back paid. So depending on your banding, how much you get is going to be different. So what pay scale are you on? And by the way, do you understand what the NHS pay scales are about, how it works? If you don't understand, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm more than happy to do a session. I can do a live session just to explain more in detail, because I've got extensive experience working for the NHS. I understand inside out the organizational structures, the pay, the jobs, and a lot about it because of the roles that I've had. I started as a carer, in a nursing home before I transitioned to the NHS, where I did nursing. I've progressed to management and now to the most senior clinical nursing job. So it's taken me a lot of years, a lot of studies, loads of experience to be able to get to that. But that's really helpful because it's given me that insight, knowledge, and information that is very, very valuable considering everything that I do. So 5.5%, 22.5% for doctors. What is going to happen next? So what's going to happen next is that the unions are going to contact their members to vote. So the members, if the members vote to accept the pay rise, then that pay rise is going to go ahead. It will be 5.5%. If the members vote and reject the pay rise, then they'll have to renegotiate with the government. So that's the plan. I've spoken to lots of nurses, obviously, and I've said they're going to definitely vote to accept the pay rise, because 5.5%, like I say, is the highest pay rise in the last decade, in the last 10 years. There's been no pay rise that has been up to this level. But when you look at the level of inflation, you can also see that, we kind of deserve a lot more, really. So if you're working in domiciliary care, you're working in a care home, all those other companies, unfortunately, you will not be getting this pay rise because you're working for private companies, and private companies are not included. If your employer wants to give you a pay rise, it'll be their own choice to give you. And that's why I always say, if you're watching this video and you're working for a private company, my dear, you need to apply for NHS Jobs ASAP, because it will help you to get this pay rise. You'll be earning more money. You'll be having opportunities for career progression, funding, apprenticeship. There are countless opportunities that I don't even want to get started. Apart from the job security, which is the biggest thing when you are an overseas worker, if you're somebody who needs visa sponsorship, crucial. Lots of companies are closing every single day. Private companies, people are losing their jobs, losing their visa sponsorship. Families are being deported back home just because they're working for a company that isn't following the rules, isn't doing what they should be doing. Very unfair, but those are the rules. These are the processes, and we really cannot do much about. So you've got control to make sure that you're choosing the right employer. And that's why I can never get tired to talk about this. The fact that if you're an overseas worker, focus on getting a job with the NHS. Let me tell you, it's going to take a lot more time and effort to get NHS jobs because, you cannot, there's no, I've shared lots of videos here. I don't want to get into the details because it's all too much, but you get the gist, right? You do. So if you know anybody, obviously, that is keen on coming to the UK or currently in the UK, share this with them so that they're aware. If you haven't joined this family, obviously hit the subscribe button below, because you want to 100% be the first person that is notified when I drop a new video on here. But most importantly, if you haven't joined my newsletter, check the comment section below. It won't take you 20 seconds to join. You drop your name and email and you're part of it. Also, you see my contact details on there. If you want to know how I can support you, what is in this for you, you're a nurse back home, maybe you're working as a carer in the UK, or you're a carer in the UK looking to switch to the NHS, looking to upgrade to nursing, social work, medicine, do apprenticeships, clinical, non-clinical jobs, then like I said, I can support you with all of that because I'm very passionate about these processes, and I've got a long-standing career coaching program where I offer tailored guidance with all of these opportunities that I have spoken about. So again, the pay rise is coming, voting is going to be on the way. Unions have already contacted members to inform them about the next steps. So make sure you're checking your email so that you can respond promptly when that information is requested from yourself. Check this out here.